Hello, and welcome, or welcome back. Name's Derek. I sell physical media on eBay, and I make videos about what I buy, source videos about what sells, what sold videos. This is a what sold video. Didn't get anything. 8:20 Tuesday? Wednesday morning. Okay, GMs, it's not as festive as the past couple days. But it'll get the feel going. Okay, that's enough. Stop it. Thanks. So I'm going to make this one short. There are 10 going out for $281 in sales. $233 product cost received. They're all right here. Still feeling a little raspy. It's probably not easy to tell for this, but yeah, voice is getting a little raspy. So let's go ahead and start at D22. Nuremberg, right here. Should be right about there. That is. That right there is just knowing my system and how long I've had these. And this is in Korean. So I really don't get a whole lot. I don't remember where I got this one at. But foreign language. I may have scanned, I don't remember. However, it is a very, very common, more classic movie. All right, that was 13. C22 is going to be right here. It's probably going to be about midway on one of these. I don't know if this is it or not. It is. All right, this Uncanned, the best of canned heat, 2-disc CD, $20. Uncanned. All right. Oh, well, hold on. I got to get a book. All right, this Chilton's Chevelle Monte Carlo, the first edition for this very specific, for El Camino Monte Carlo Chevelle 1964 to 72. 1972 first edition of this very specific for repair and tune-up guide. It's going across the pond. $38. And I got this at the Hope store, and I paid $1 for it. I think it was my first time there, and I hadn't asked them to go in the back yet. And I was just there a handful of days ago. Well, a week and a half ago, whatever it was. And they didn't let me go in the back. And actually, I didn't find anything on any of the shelves either. But, yeah. Maybe it was $2 for that. I don't remember. Not much. Most media is not much. I mean, I was just commenting. Remember, Fuzzy Unicorn something. Unicorn slots, I think. Whichever, but non-barcode stuff. And here comes another sale. All right, so just going to refresh this here. So now that changes that to $292 in sales. But a lot of this is bread and butter. Where was I going with that? So, yeah, so a lot of media, and I've said it before, doesn't have barcodes. Barcodes for the most part didn't come out until the early 80s. Physical media, not every CD is going to have a barcode. Most DVDs will. Not all VHS, because VHS was around before the 80s. Not every cassette as we know, a lot of cassettes really started in the late '60s. They weren't really more mainstream until maybe the mid '70s. I mean, I'm not 100% absolute on this, but just knowing. I mean, I've sold some early '70s cassettes. Can't think of any that were from the '60s, but so 8 tracks are going to have barcodes. I don't do a lot of 8 tracks, and a lot of books aren't going to have barcodes. So the absolute vast majority. So there's been 40 years of barcodes put on stuff, and hundreds and hundreds of years that barcodes were not even a thing before that. So there's a lot of that out there, and the fact that you're only going to pay $1 or $2 for something that sells for 20, 30, 40, 50. Keep going, right? That's why I shifted to this, because it's just everywhere. So much easier. Less complaints, less returns. And if it's a return, it's typically a buyer's fault. Not because they opened the return, it's because they didn't read the listing. All right, Solar Empire C32, D32. This should be tucked back here. It is. All right, The Sins of a Solar Empire. PC game with a audio music disc, I guess. $50. 50. Yes, it has barcode. Well, this would be something that would most likely just be in with the DVDs. Well, that's how I find some of these obscure. I mean, regular disc games are in with the DVDs, and sometimes I found cartridge games in with the VHS or in with the books because they just have that same shape. Same thing with finding computer software with the CDs and finding $50 DVDs that are in a CD size case and with the CDs. There's just so much of it, and it doesn't take long to go through. Just find something that's interesting, not common to your eyes and your memory. Grab it, scan it. Comes up as something. If you need to verify, go through sold. If you need to verify more, hand type. If you need to verify even more, copy all that and put it in Terapeak. Find out from there. All right, so yeah, $50. D34. Hollywood Nights. Should be. This one I've had for a while. Surprisingly for that. All right, Hollywood Nights, sealed. DVD, 30. D16. John P. Key. Should have 2 of them. Definitely one I've had for a while. This is on the side of the box. I can't read that with that glare. 16. So if you're new here, I'll round up or round down. This is 1556. So I went up to 16. Barney, B12. Perfectly purple. Yep. Barney, perfectly purple. DVD, 21. Again, you see a bunch of kid stuff. Ones that are more likely going to be of a good value. More likely. Not all of them, but ones that are going to be more worth to pull. So if you've got 100 DVDs, and you're like, you know what? I only want to look at 10. Thomas, Barney, Clifford, Nick Jr. There's a few others in there. Those are the ones that if I see them in a rack, those are the ones I'm pulling down to look at. They're all my years of reselling physical media. I will look at a lot of the other ones, especially if they're oddball named things. That goes the same with either way. So 21. Plastic, C42. That's for all my fans who love Hooters. All right, so for this plastic, I really don't remember when I got this one. Plastic Compilation Volume 5. Hooters. Speaking of plastic, huh? Plastic Compilation. $11. So even if I paid $1 for it, at $11, still making like $4. About there. If I paid $1, if I paid less, obviously a tad more. Assuming it didn't sell via promoted, so on, but it's still making money on it. It's going to be $4.50 to ship. If I paid $1, that's $6.50, and 11 is going to be another $1.50, almost $2, so that's $8.50 from that 11, 3, give or take. I try not to dig too many in those prices, but if I scan it, and if it turns out to be something that can sell, if I'm paying 5 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents, whichever, if I can make a couple bucks, because I have the stack of CDs right here, I'm just taking one, putting it down, getting a picture, flipping it over, getting a picture, putting it in a stack to list. It's only going to eat up another minute or two of my time. Or it could be something that I just bought up. I don't remember, but try not to get too many of those. D24. This is one that somebody bought yesterday and needed to change their address. So I relisted it, messaged them. I was like, hey, it's back up again. And for the most part, not all the time, but for the most part, if somebody puts a request, I need to change my address and so on and so forth. For the most part, they will come back and buy it. But actually, they paid like 50 cents more because it did get relisted and put back in a regular sale bracket, right? But paid like 50 cents more, but $18. Hatfield and the North, C41, right there. Try to get, looks like Rigby. No, might be Monkey. Yep. Try to get her as she was coming down the hallway, but she could sense that. She got past my hands. Hatfield in the North, CD 16. So again, barcode stuff. This is just sitting right here. Hatfield in the North. It's something that I don't recognize. I don't know. I can't really think that I read before. And so I put it on a stack to scan. There we go. But look at that. I'm not quite sure what that graphic is representing. It looks like people in like some sort of slaughter with spears and arrows. And this other one, C28. Is that a little easy? Deaf American, Andrew Dice Clay, right here. This is one I just got. Andrew Dice Clay, 15. All right, so again, sorry about all the raspy voice and coughing. Hopefully it's just something that just sticks around for a day or two and just finds its way out. And I probably got it from going out and about from someone else. Yeah. The only other thing is King Crimson. So to me, so eBay has pulled this for the third time. No matter how I word it, I could just write King Crimson 2001, but there'd likely be no way I'd be able to, within the interest of the title, I would get substantially less views and interest over it because it would be missing the totality of the words of what it is in the title. And even if I were to put that in the description box or in the main body box, I have a feeling it would just keep coming down. And eBay will write in there like, hey, this is a bureau or intellectual property. A couple of these, these types of violations are gonna your account's gonna get. I stop at 3 for one in particular thing. So they took it down, and I got more pictures, kept that unsold there, and the unsold copy pasted the title and took some words out and changed some stuff around. And if ultimately it just keeps turning out to where they're going to ping it, I'm just not going to bother. So this and a bunch of other CDs, whatever I'm going to have left of a couple hundred, when I do, and it's quite a few months away, but when I do my 1,000 subscriber live, I'm going to do a live with my laptop and stuff, and figure that one out when I hit 1,000. This is going to be a grand winner for a giveaway, and then the other things I'm going to, give away like 8 to 10 random 8 to 10 CDs to random people during my 1,000 subscriber live. But that's a couple months from now. So I'm going to keep this for that purpose. So somebody's going to get a really, 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 really interesting King Crimson in the future. All right. So yeah, that was up there. There's that. Gonna wrap that one up. Like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you learned. Non-barcode stuff. I've said it before. I'll keep saying it. There's the vast majority, I don't know with the exact count wise, but I'm going to guess 90% of all forms of physical media out there don't have a barcode. Almost every single place where you go to thrift or to source is going to have physical media. Is every one of those places going to be a $50 book or a $50 DVD, $100 CD? No. Is it enough for you to pick stuff up that's 50 cents that sells for $15, $20 that we at least have something? Yeah. Accumulate enough of those, and then in a given day, there you go. Sneeze. All right. So, tell me think you're going up. Comment down below. Subscribe, share. Those are all free. We're helping everybody. Thank you.